So remember, we are the main objective of this task is that you are capable to identify the problems, the reasons, and the solutions. But not the solutions about your perspective. It's the solution in the text. In your text, Fabiana suggests in paragraph, Fabiana, what paragraph you said? G,
D, K, and L.
and L are the solutions. In those paragraphs, there are the solutions, okay? So just in case, I'm going also, meanwhile you are registering these ideas, no, what you have worked in your house, I'm going just to put, yes, in order you check and also you got this information in your text, okay? It's supposed you complete, yes, paragraph, sorry, exercise C of page 25. We are on page 25. Okay, so this is something we are going to work by orally. So, who will start by saying past conservation efforts were not effective? Who continue? Who can continue? Hello, Camilita.
Hello, Miss. I am
Okay,
here.
we are on page 35, just in case, really, okay? Can you
Yes,
see?
yes, I am doing the chart.
Okay, thank you so much.
I am reading.
Okay, past conservation efforts were not effective. Who continue this idea? Because we have to continue this idea about the reason. Not effective what? Who can continue with this idea? Someone will raise hand based on what were not effective. No one? It's in paragraph E. Please find, identify. Thank you, Mr. Ugas. Excellent, very good. I'm going to call you for the second idea, okay? But who can tell me in class, the students raise hand, past conservation efforts were not effective? Why were not effective? Who can figure out the answer? Daniela, thank you for raising hand.
Because in the 1980s, it was estimated that some 8,000 tigers remaining wild, but it.
Okay, thank you, Daniela. Yes, I think the connection, I don't know, my connection probably it's going up and down. So I think it's the idea of the growth of human population. That is a reason one. So I'm going to put, just for a while, I'm going to stop sharing this. Just in case the student who didn't put this idea, I will invite you to write in your text or who complement this in the text, okay? I'm going to read some of the participants of your friends. Here says, for example, a possible solution. Okay, what about the reason, Marcelo? Remember, possible reason also. Okay, here we go. Poaching of the tiger also says Macarena Leon as Mr. Ugas in the chat. Loss of habitats. Here we have the threat of black market. Excellent, black market. Very good, Marcelo, in your possible solution. Now, I would like to know possible reasons. Here we go. Possible reasons. Daniela Miranda, loss of habitat, reason. Kiara Guerrero, the poaching, solution wildlife conservation. Here we have Maria Clara, loss of habitats by exploding human populations, no? As we said, create one of the possible solutions, create more reserves that allows increasing tigers all over the world. Very good, very good. Okay, now you put, Excellent, Luz Andrea. I put, okay, you put this, but you registered in the chat. Alexandra Linares, thank you so much for your answer of possible reasons through the chat. Gabrielito, don't forget to register your answer as Camila. At the end of the sessions, I'm going to report in Web your responses through this platform or through the chat. Okay, so let's call some students who would like to participate orally to complete my whiteboard, okay? Volunteer for another possible reason. Volunteer for another possible reason. Raise your hand, please. Jose Ugaz, please.
Poaching
Excellent. Thank you so
of
much.
prey animal.
Poaching of prey animal. Miss Linares. Another reason, please.
The black market of tigers.
Thank you, Miss Linares. Black market. Black market demand for tiger parts. No, I'm sorry. For tiger parts. Thank you so much. Lucero Bocanegra. Lucero Bocanegra.
The loss of habitat because of deforestation.
Loss of habitat. Loss of habitat. Somebody else? I'm sorry, habitat. Oh my gosh. I need a eraser. I need to put again. Please raise your hands. I would like to know. Lucia?
Poverty, because it contributes to the poaching of prey animals.
Okay, poaching. No, then you can say the explanation about the poverty, things like this. Very good. Very good. Another thing, somebody else? Okay, most of you already obtained information in paragraph E. Okay, but if you have complete the whole reading, there is one in paragraph H and in paragraph K. Excellent, Kiarita. Kiara Guerrero already found the answer, no? Excellent. Very good. Somebody else? Who can tell me from the paragraph K? The possible reason from paragraph K. But I put, because I was so curious about this, the mission drift. No? With conservation agencies. That's it. Okay, guys? So we have a lot of possible reasons that the text provide us. I listen someone with the microphone on. Can you check if your microphone is off, please? Okay, so I will call Mauri. Are you registering your answers in your text? Yes, sweetie? Okay, thank you so much. Okay, I will call some students for possible answers. Okay, Mika, what is one possible answer can you suggest to me? Not about Micaela, no? It's about the text. In the text. What is in the text? Yes.
I read about the monitoring of the places where they are.
Excellent, excellent, very good, Micaela. Monitoring. They use a special word for monitoring. What is that special word?
What?
Start when you observe, when you check, when you control. What is that word we put in vocabulary? Remember we used the example of Miss Norma Evangelista as a kind of joke? You don't remember? No? Okay, someone? Yes. Someone remember exactly. Patrolling. Paw patrol. Excellent. Okay, excellent. Micaela, it's the idea about, who said patrolling? Sorry.
Miranda.
Miranda, Danielita Miranda. Okay, patrolling. Excellent. Patrolling. Sorry, Micaela, can you continue about your idea about sites, no?
was monitoring their habitats and also wherever they go.
The sites and the places where they go, no, where they walk around, etc., etc., etc. Thank you so much. Okay, somebody else will like, well, exactly it says systematic patrolling, no? Systematic patrolling, no? And monitoring of sites. Here we have another idea. Leah, can you tell us another answer about possible solution?
Huh?
A possible solution. Another possible
Eco development and social programs.
Excellent, excellent. Eco development, no? Of social programs. Eco development. Okay, another response. Lucerito, you wanted to comment something else?
No, the possible solution that I have was eco development.
Was the same as Leah. Was the same as Leah. Somebody would like to participate? Marcelo, can you tell me your response that you wrote in Mentimedia, please?
Yes.
Go ahead.
I put that there are reserves such as the Rentambur, that it's
Excellent.
an island of fragile habitat in a vast sea of humanity where tigers can range over 100 miles and they can seek prey, mates, and territory.
Thank you so much. What's a paragraph? Thank you, Medina. I will tell to everyone. Yes.
No,
No.
yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, Medina, about this tiger reserve, no, as run and blah blah blah. That is in Asia. Okay. What is exactly with these tiger reserves need? What they need, Lucia Quiroz?
I was going to say what I put as an
Okay.
answer in my chart.
Okay. Go.
I
You
read
wrote-
that as a solution could be investing in long-term conservation programs that focus on all aspects of tigers' landscapes.
Okay. It's exactly in the text, or is Lucia Quiroz's idea?
It's the idea of the text that I wrote different.
Okay.
Something like that.
Something like that. Okay. Thank you so much. So I will put your idea just in case. I don't want to dismiss your participation. What you said? Can you type it there, please? Thank you. Alexandra Linares, you wanted to comment something else also?
The fundraising appeal.
The fundraising appeal.
Yes, that can help the tiger reserves.
Okay, could be, yes, why not? I need a charge. Okay, it's here. I'm sorry, guys. I was so focused on the class, the text, the participation, and I forgot to charge the computer. Okay, thank you, Alexandra Linares. Yes, that idea complements, no? Complement the idea of conservationist. Ah. Okay, sorry. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, but what these tiger reserves need? It's my question. What these tiger reserves need? What do you think these tiger reserves need?
Anti-poaching patrols.
Anti-poaching patrols.
It's more like people take care of them.
Aha, excellent. Something like they need to let the people know exactly, no? Because it's
Uh-huh.
the idea of getting involved, as you said, it's the idea of getting in with the idea of knowledge about what is exactly in this area, no? What is happening, the contributions they are making, or things like this, okay? So I'm going to put recognizing also corridors of land for safe passage between them, that people do not trespass those lands, okay?
Miss,
Yes,
In the text says that the tiger reserves need over 100 miles,
of
where they
course,
can seek prey, mates, and territory.
of course, Valentina, that is my main intention. Yes, that is the main intention. Why they need to preserve these corridors of lands or extension in order to save, no? Also, the idea of that area of finding mates and doing these things. Something else someone would like to mention about this? No? I think it's safeguarding. Pay attention, safeguarding core breeding populations. Okay? Because Valentina also remind me, no? If you want to find a mate, what is the objective? Is to have what? A breed, no? So we need to safeguarding core breeding populations. Okay, guys, thank you. Thank you for some of you who were really focused on this reading and obtained information and could identify them. Okay? So if you didn't complete, if you have the chance, just if you want to take the photo, take a picture, take a screenshot, no? About this, that because probably for the further activities you will use, you will need. You don't know when, you don't know how, but probably I will ask you in the text, where were the possible solutions or where were the possible reasons? Now, complement or apply. Will you do something similar like this? Your organization that you are looking for are quite similar for the tiger. Remember, each new knowledge, I'm going to what? Going back, and you have to what? Mix previous knowledge with the new knowledge, okay? So take in consideration the information today we work with, okay? So let's move on to the next page. Page 30.
Miss, please, Miss, can you check the chat, the Zoom chat, please?
Zoom
I
chat.
read a lot of messages to you and you don't read anything.
You read or you wrote?
You don't read.
I didn't read because I was paying
Anything.
attention to the class. Sorry, Camilita, sometimes, yes, the teacher has to pay attention on the participation, on the whiteboard. I'm sorry if I haven't read before. Just in case.
Miss, can you see my answer, please?
Yes, I have to read all the comments. Remember, at the end of the session, I read the chat, I read the Mentimeter. Remember, because also from Mentimeter, you wrote responses. As I told you, I'm going to download, I'm going to send you by the web, and you are going to read about this. Okay? Of course, I check the chat, of course. Of course, I have answers since Valerie, Alexandra Rios, Macarena Moreno, Gabriel, Camille Parraguirre. Of course, I have seen your responses, but also I have to continue, no? I have to be multitasking, yes, but you have also to understand that I have little by little to organize the time. Okay, yes, I check your answers, yes? Your answers like poverty contributes to the poaching of the tiger, loss of habitat is exacerbated by the exploding human population, Yes, possible solutions can be the eco development, protect areas and increase the reserve like random board, build capacities in range states. Yes, I am listening, I am observing also. Genetic corridors essential to long-term survival of the species. Yes, 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 of course, of course. Okay, let's move on to the next activity. Please turn the page. Page 36. How we organize a text. Fabiana, what do you think is the position from 1 to 5? It says letter A. Remember, at the beginning of this reading, we try to tell you what is the organization. No? In paragraph A, B, or C, or D, etc., how is organized this? No? Then we said, no, in paragraph F, H, we said this, and in paragraph blah, 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 we said this. So we have to put in order. What was in number 1 in the reading? How do you think the writer organized this reading? He started with what? He started the reading with a description of what? Fabi?
Letter C.
Letter C. Very good. Very good. Also, Kiara responds through the chat. Very good. So we put in number C, a description of the power and mystery of the tiger. Remember, I told you, no? He described the photo, described the animal, how aggressive, with the vocabulary, things like this. Okay, Luz Andrea, I check your answers. I check your answer. Lucia Quiroz also. Okay, thank you so much. So number 1 is letter C. Okay, so he started with a description of the power and mystery of the tiger. Okay, then he continued with what, Valeria?
Miss?
He started the reading with the letter C. What continued?
Letter A.
Reasons why tiger had become rare, no? That is in paragraph E, no? So paragraph A, B, C, and D is a description of the power and the mystery of the tiger. Then he put the reasons why the tiger had become rare. Very good, Stephanie Morantes. Very good, Lucia Quiroz. And Lucero Bocanegra. Very good. So, then, after giving the reasons why tigers have become rare, Lucia Quiroz, what he continues with what in the description of the text?
Letter D. A detailed explanation of how one country is trying to protect tiger habitats.
Detailed explanations of how one country, no, I'm sorry, what you said? Letter?
Yes, letter D of
D.
How one country
is trying
to protect tiger habitats.
Very good.
Letter.
So number 3, it's letter
D.
D. Guys, I'm going to stop up until here. In which part he used a description of how urgent it is to save the last remaining tiger?
The second is E.
Thank you, Lucero, for exclaiming this. I'm just pausing, yes, in order just to check. Someone can help me by writing in the PPT the order, just in case we do not get confused. All of us agree that number 1 is letter C. Yes or no? Yes, okay, very good. So someone please can help me. Aha. Thank you for that, student. Sufficient. Thank you. So everyone agree with this. Thank you. Just one student, please. Okay. Number 2. What is in number 2? Valeria said letter A, no?
Yes.
Do you agree? That is,
No.
okay. Alexandra Rios, neither. Lucero Rios, neither. Okay, he started by the description of how urgent is it to save the last remaining tigers. That is in paragraph D, no? So we continue in number 2, letter E. Thank you. So number 3 is letter A. Number 4, it's D. And number 5 is B. Please, someone can clean clearly about that number 1 and 3 that, and number 2 that is double in order to be clean, 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 very clean. Up until now, I would like to listen your comments about these responses. Very good. Number 4. If you disagree, please raise your hand. If you say, no, 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 it's okay, don't say nothing. But if you disagree, this is the right time to say, Miss, I would like to comment this. Because most of you put number 2 in letter A. And I would like to listen. Yes, someone. Excellent. Someone? I listen a microphone. No? So you agree with this? Don't tell me it's because I said this, huh? I can probably get confused. But you have to tell me yes or no. Remember, I always test your knowledge. I always make you think, analyze, and then create. Because my intention is not to provide you the answers and that's it, without making a mental process. I'm going to justify the idea. Lucia?
Miss, in paragraph E, the author is talking about why tigers
Have became rare.
are less than in the years before. No, yes. I think it was her first time.
But what is described, for example, in paragraph D?
In paragraph D, they are talking that tigers are rare and no longer tenable, and that they will be extincted, but...
Exactly. And that is exactly, it's a description of how urgent is to save the last remaining tiger. That's why I said.
I don't know. I still think it was the first time.
And it says, my dear Lucia, tiger will continue to be rare or threatened, is no longer tenable. That is the answer. Exactly the same words. And that is the order. A, B, C, D, and E. That is exactly the order. We are getting in sequence. So for example, number 1 are paragraphs A, B, and C. A, B, and C. No? Number 1. Number 2 is the paragraph D. Number 3 is the paragraph E, and so on. Are you convinced now? No yet. Or yes?
I guess.
Okay, this time yes.
Yes, I
Okay.
guess.
You guess. Okay, thank you. Okay, guys, that was enough for today. So we are going to continue next session. Please, I'm going to assign you letter F, that is deducing, meaning through context. Meaning through context. Have a nice weekend. Was a pleasure to see you and discuss with you. Bye, Leah.